go and we'll look for the other hawk that might be nearby in a moment. I see someone taking, I think maybe they're just interested actually in the ivy itself on plant science. Okay, never mind. Oh, maybe not. They may see something. One second. I can't tell. I can't see what they're seeing. Takeoff here, maybe. Maybe not. Wouldn't be surprised if it sees something. You know, I hear two, well, I might be hearing the one that we saw before call also. That's my suspicion. Does this hawk see something in the air? Maybe. I don't see anything, but I might have the trees blocking my way. I'm gonna I think I'm going to move in a moment. Let me just look around, see if I see anything special. Okay, let's see if we can improve our view. Oh, there's somebody in the air. Just went down. I have maybe somewhere in the ag quad, in the tree. said, the wind presents challenges, not just for us, but for the hawks, especially if they're not experienced flyers.
But no, you get into the loop.
So this is the one that was in the window. And we've seen some adult flyovers, so sorry about the shakiness between the wind and also the branches moving. We've got a lot of movement. And the camera strap, which I actually use, the neck strap, keeps, when I'm not using it, it gets pushed around by the wind too. Hello. Hi. Okay, and you? I have a feeling this one's going to be moving on as soon as it feels safe to do so. I'm confident. Then again, it could be that it's just trying to hold on. It looks like it's occasionally looks like it's going to jump. Notice how this one looks more sleek than the other one that's on, that is, or at least last we saw, it's on plant science. Uh-oh. What's going on here? I'm still occasionally looking away from the camera and looking around. There's a young red-tailed hawk in that tree.
Wow. Are you a professional?
No.
Photographer?
No, not at all.
Looks professional.
Well, thank you.
Citizen of bird eye.
I'm not that good, but thank you. Don't worry, everybody. I only look like I know what I'm doing. Sometimes. Usually, I don't. Oh, for a second I was going to say I just cannot see the hawk with my own eyes, but I see it now. It just doesn't seem right. There are no robins calling right nearby. It just isn't, something's, I think there's a hawk there, I just haven't found it. We need to lighten that up just a little bit. Oops. Excuse me, if you want to see what it is, it's a red-tailed hawk. I'll let you look on my camera screen if you'd like. So this is a juvenile red-tailed hawk.
Oh, that's so cool.
Now I'll give you a closer look in a moment.
Wow. That's cool.
So I guess this is
Yeah.
what these signs up there about watch for low flying hawks is about.
Wow, that is cool.
Oh, that is so cool. Wow.
There are 3 young hawks in the area right now. They all left their nest since last Sunday. And the nest was in the closest lighting tower to Weil Hall. And the adults have been flying around here and there every once in a while. But this one I've been looking for. Pardon me?
Do you take a lot of pictures of birds?
Yeah, a fair amount. I usually actually do it all the time. But
I see where I work, actually, there's quite a few bald eagles.
are there really? I love them.
I work down at Lockheed Martin in Owego.
Oh, do you?
And they have, I swear they must like feed them or something, so when customers come in, you know, they can see these things flying around, but we get a lot of like, we see a lot of bald eagles and a lot of like egrets and gray herons.
Love them.
Yeah.
Absolutely love them. And you know, there's Sapsucker Woods, which is near the airport here, and that's a good place to go bird watching also. But
Are you part of the Lab of Ornithology?
No, I just volunteer, but I'm just so you know, I'm streaming this live right now.
Oh.
And just because there are people who follow these hawks and other birds. And I've suspected there was a hawk in the area, well, for the last maybe couple of hours, but I didn't find it until now. I mean, but these robins have been calling and calling, so I knew there was something going on. So here it is.
How old is this one?
Just, you know, well, I mean, it just left the nest within this past week. And I don't remember when the eggs were laid, but it was like late February or early March.
I didn't know they were that big.
They're full size, actually slightly larger technically than the adults when they leave the nest. They have their wings are a little bit longer than the adults, but they're full size. It doesn't have a red tail yet. That won't happen until next year in the fall.
How does the streaming work?
I'm just, well, right now I've got a device. This is running into a device, and it's going up, you know, online.
Electrical engineers.
Electrical engineers, sorry.
If you want to see it, if you have a smartphone,
Yeah.
see if I can get a card.
Even better than looking at real life through the camera. We can look at it on our smartphones
Well,
right in front of the camera.
in some ways it's better. I mean, sometimes the people who are watching the stream can sometimes see better than I do. If I can get a card out, you can have one.
Is this streaming one of the links that are on the Lab of Ornithology?
Well, this actually, well, one of these, no, I don't have one on here. This
Okay.
is mine. This is where I put videos.
Great.
If you want the Lab of Ornithology, which has a camera that streams live from the nest itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen that camera before. Actually.
Okay, that's on here. That takes you to a page where all their cameras are
I've been on
streaming.
that page multiple times.
Okay.
Can I take a picture of that? That way I
Well, you can have a
see them?
card if you'd like. That's even better. You like one too, or no?
No, not smart.
Okay.
Chair. I do.
That's very cool.
So actually, if you scan it with a smartphone, you could start watching right now.
don't see the...
Are you? The one on the left is the one you need to scan.
Oh, okay. I did the YouTube one. Isn't it possible to do live streams from YouTube?
It is. I don't happen to do it. I've been
Okay.
going through Ustream for years. Is loading up? Well, you're there. Now you'll probably have a commercial, unfortunately. You can get by them on...
No, it's
Okay. No. There you go. There's a delay, just so you know. But basically you're live.
that's awesome.
There's a chat room also, people are talking, but I don't know if you can... Probably can't see it on your phone. You're welcome. Thank you. I don't know if we've seen both adults. I think we've seen all three young. I think he was about to nod off. I may be wrong. You know, there's enough noise or whatever, other things that catch its interest that seem to catch it before it can really close its eyes. I think I hear a chipping sparrow. It does, I'm not laughing at it, I'm laughing with it. It does seem sleepy. And give it a rest, would ya? It's not doing anything. There's a robin on the ground. It's got a worm or something in its mouth, and it keeps vocalizing. What's it looking at? There are a couple smaller birds nearby. That's what it's looking at. Gorgeous. Love the wings. Again, I don't know who this is. My guess is, because this one looks younger, it's G3, but I don't know. Coochie coo. Now I hear to our left vocalizations, but we've been hearing vocalizations, robin vocalizations, the whole time we've been on the campus. So it's probably, for the, if I had to guess, the same hawk that's in the window. So I do think we've seen all three juveniles. We've seen the one that was on that building, the rooftop. We see this one, and we've seen the one that was on that window. As for the adults, I don't know for certain. You may have actually had a better look, just because of the way it works. You may have had a better look at the ones that we kind of caught in flight than I did. Let me lighten that up just a little. Too much. Just to help show some detail. I don't know if it's male or female. I don't know. I'm gonna darken it. Yeah. With the PTZ cam out this year, you know, you haven't been able to see the throne nearly as much. And I think I'm able to zoom in a little bit closer than that camera can anyway. I don't know what Ezra might be looking at. This wind is annoying. Sorry about that. It's certainly not up enough for me to see, but the angle here is tougher than it was when we were in Min's garden. don't worry, we won't stay here forever. And like I said earlier, we'll probably close up fairly soon. I mean, maybe I should move. Yeah, let's take a walk. Just a little more than I wanted. There we go. So, okay, so she's not facing us, but, you know, hey, we'll take it. Good night, Big Red. Bye, everybody.